Well, we're rolling right along again, pun intended for the train scenario, into the Essex County Express. Let's go ahead and see what the deck upgrade that I did was. It was really simple. It was just putting in one copy of Dark Horse level 5, which means that I had to remove the other copy of Dark Horse, and it's a permanent card anyway, so I put in two copies of Contemplative to fill out those level 0 slots. I didn't have to spend any XP for that because I had not a legal deck before, so that's that. Basically, the scenario cares about us getting clues very, very fast, so I thought the Contemplatives would be a good way to do that. All right, we got to do the tarot card thing again for our damned weakness, and it is the star. Okay, this is going to be rotated, right? After an investigator reveals a auto fail token during a skill test, they must either take one damage or one horror. I'm gonna leave that maybe here so I don't forget this way. That one is going to be a bit more impactful than the ones we saw before. I think I still want to get the pocket multi-tool. Fire axe is maybe better than it usually has been because we need to be killing some bigger enemies. But you know, I think just not failing a skill test is better. Okay, we didn't get that, but we did get Madame Lebranche, which with our Dark Horse seems pretty good. Okay, that's interesting. All right, I've added a -3 token because that's what this scenario says to do. We have 8 train cars. We're going to remove 2, and then the rest get put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go around that way. We get 1 engine car, so the other 2 are going to remove from the game as well. And away we go. Away we go. The agenda deck is quite big. A tear in reality is agenda 1. The train comes to a stop. We see a giant tear in the sky, and the back of the train is starting to go up into the rift. Forward him to advance. And we need to get to the engine car so we can stop the. No, we can start the train again. We start down here, and that is going to be a big thing. Where do we start? Let's look at our tokens as well. Okay, we have got 2 skulls, which is -1 right now. 1 cultist, which is actually fine. I think we can be okay with that. And 1 elder thing, -3. If you fail, choose and discard a card from your hand. All right, we ignore the force. Oh man, the force effects on this scenario are rough. Okay, but we can get a clue here. That seems good. In fact, we might be able to get the clue without anything else. Ooh, all right. First action. Oh, so we can't move into train cars until we discover all the clues in the location before. Simple thing to do first is put down Madame Lebranche. Okay. How quickly do we get moving? The take heart. I mean, so up 1. Up 1 is pretty good. I could use Duke for this clue, discard something else, and then use him for that one. That's just easier. Let's just run the simple thing. Okay, 4 to 1. +1. Okay, we get our clue. Action 2. But I really like the movement idea, so I'm going to discard a Take Heart to Ready Duke, and then use him to move into this location. And we hope that we can get clues here. Nope. We can use our resources though to get the um to get the clue. But that was an unfortunate loss of the take heart. Okay, we go to upkeep. I'm gonna not take the resource. Let's just turn this on so we just don't have to worry about that. I don't see any other assets to play right now. Let's give this a good shuffle, and hopefully it's 35 cards in that deck. That's crazy. A helpless passenger. Um, we might just be taking this horror. I don't think we can go back ever. Surges into a broken rails. Okay, I lose an action, and I don't have damage on me, so that's just that. That's very funny. Please don't rotate. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and discover the clue by spending our 3 resources. That turns our dark horse on, and then we will use Duke to move. And hopefully we can investigate this one. We can't. I can steal luggage. I don't think I need to do this. We have it in the opposite order, which is very funny. So, um, I did that. This is the investigate move. I have 5 to 4. Let's toss the perception into this and go 7 to 4. Very nice. Take a card. Hey, now I want those resources. Um, yes, I will take the 3 resources. I mean, yeah, we do that. Okay, that's my turn. We go to upkeep. I will not take the resource. I can look at the card first before I decide that, by the way. But I'd like to play the Talk Up multi-tool and then go down to nothing. Encounter card is an Acolyte. All right, so this guy we do need to kill. Let's put him here. I can play the Pocket multi-tool for action 1. And now we're up to plus everything. I can use Duke to move in, going at 5 to 4 once again. This guy's now engaged with me. I guess we get rid of the overpower. Okay, 5 on 4. This is our... I think I lost an action last time. Go back and look. Okay, I goofed on that. So what I would have done instead of taking that action, of course, I would have taken 1 resource with Madame Lebranche, 1 resource with uh, the upkeep, and it looks like this, right? I don't play the thing. Well, maybe I need to in order to get the Dark Horse on again. So I had the overpower. Yeah, no, I would not have played the pocket multi-tool. I would have moved in and try to deal with this guy maybe through Duke, because that could have gotten us to 4 on 3, and we go from there. We might just be losing around here. Okay, but okay, so my turn would have been 1 to move. I think I would have done the move investigate. Yeah. All right. So I move in here. I have the 2 resources still. I probably get rid of this anyway to avoid the damage because I'll just take 1 damage back and that's okay. And then I do the investigate at 4 to 4. And now that I see that, what I then do is throw the take heart into that. Okay. We do get our clue. And then our second, that was our first action. Our second action, we got to figure out how to kill this guy. Hmm. I'm going to have to lose something. It's probably going to be this contemplative. And we go 4 on 3 and hope that's good enough. No, it's not. Okay, that was action 2. Hope we get a +1. No. Okay, so this guy's going to hit us in the enemy phase, put it onto Madame Lebranche. We are going to take our resource here because we want to play the pocket multi-tool. and then we're gonna lose the round. Okay, that's okay. I think we've moved enough so it doesn't matter too much. Okie. The rearmost car of the train detaches as it is pulled backwards, and we remove the leftmost location from the game, as well as this hopeless passenger. We take a horror for that. Sorry, Duke. This is discards. This gets removed from the game, and we lose all of our clues. Fine. This goes. Next agenda is just 3. Just 3. We get an encounter card, which is not being able to play assets or events. Ow. I really wanted to spend... sorry, let's keep that. Use Duke here. I mean, we're just going to be up 1. We could go up 2. I think we have to try that. Go up 2. Because now the agenda is 2. So we are at 4 or 5 to 3. Come on. Very good. And we're going to bring back something. I mean, it can be the take heart. Am I going to be able to spend my money down if I take heart, investigate here? Or do I just move? I think I just move for action 2. We're going to have to take 2 damage. We don't have icons. Okay, 1 on me, 1 on Duke. And this is the one we want the contemplative for. So I picked the wrong thing, presumably. So I think I do just investigate. And we go 2 to 1. Okay. I see how it is. That should be okay. Let's go to upkeep. Yeah, we can not have the resource. I think that's okay. 1 out of 3. Arcane Barrier. Okay, that's good for our pocket multi-tool if we ever leave here. So let's go ahead and play it. 1, 2, 3. Let's investigate with Duke here at 5. Okay, there's an auto fail. So we have to take a damage or horror. I think we take the horror onto Madame Lebranche. And I think we just investigate normally because we have this online. So 2 to 1. Yeah, we got +2. That puts us at 4 to 1, and we succeed. Remember, we do have the +1 during investigation on top of the normal +1. Okay, that's pretty good. We are going to take our extra resource here, and then hopefully with our Dark Horse, we do take the resource as well. Yeah, we'll take the resource. And then we go to 2 of 3. A grappling horror. Okay. We could just kill this guy outright with Duke. We could try to outrun him. I mean, there's some victory points to be grabbed from here, but the evasion is possible. I guess I was at 3 to 1. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. I would love to play the field work to get ourselves up a little bit more in the test, because right now we're going at 3. We might just have to kill this guy. I think we do. 4 to 3. With a little bit of backup. I could take a hit. I could take a hit to play the field work just to give ourselves plus everything. Maybe I do that just to get rid of the resources. This is the part where you really do need take 1 on 1. You really do need to have a way to spend the resources, like Fire Axe or Plucky. Action 2, we go 5 to 3. With this committed. Okay, so we're good. And then our last action, we investigate again. at 3-1. 3-1. And this is -2 now. So we're good. Do we take a resource? I don't have any way to spend it, so let's say no. Well, I can always put that down. All right. 3 of 3. Move on to agenda number 3. Remove the leftmost location from the game. This one is a victory point, thankfully. We lose our 3 clues. And the next one's also short. No, this one's only 4. That one's okay. Let's move on to the next encounter card, a Wizard of the Order. Any empty location. I have to kill this guy, so let's put him here. And we just assume that, let's see, we could use Duke and the field work. So we have to use 2 actions for that. That's probably fine. I could put the fire axe down, and that gets us... That actually might be the play. Let's take the fire axe, and we just might even ready Madame Lebranche. Okay. We're going to try to leave. This is going to go 4 on 4. I don't mind discarding cards. So we use Duke to move. -1. I'm okay with the card discard here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that moves me here. This guy should have a Doom on him. And oh, we get a grappling horror. There's no clues here. That's a problem for the field work. Yeah, we'll grab one from this deck here. All right, that's a little bit of a problem. Okay, we still have to do the investigation for our first action, and that is going to be, what, 5 on 2? Cool. Okay. How do we do this? So Duke needs to be readied potentially. The guy gives me 5. This is going to give me also 5. If I ready with Madame Lebranche, that doesn't make any difference then. I think we do this. Try to kill the Wizard of the Order. Up 1. Ouch. Okay, that I can't do anything without that. So now I guess I just use the fire axe. Does he have retaliate? I don't think he does. He does. Then let's try to kill this guy. We have 2 to 3. No cards in hand, man. That's really rough. Well, okay. All right, that was a real dud of a turn. So this time we are going to take our resources. Sorry. I take the resource first with Madame Lebranche. No. She was exhausted. I couldn't do that. So this is as it is. All right. I need to take some damage and whatnot. We can take the horror onto Duke. We can take the damage here. And we're getting a little bit into dicey territory. This is going to advance. No, not yet. Now it will. Okay, and you don't matter. I think I was just going to advance, and we have nothing we can do about that. And we just need to get to killing, because I can't move with this grappling horror here. All right. Let's try to kill the Wizard of the Order first. We use Duke. We go... No. I need to use this. Okay, we use the fire axe. We go 4, 5 to 4. Okay. We use the pocket multi-tool. We pass. This guy dies. We take a resource, spend it, and go 5 to 3. That's no different than just using Duke, and I can use Inspiring Presence to go again. That's okay. Let's go 5 to 3. -1. And then let's just use Duke normally at 5 to 3. Okay. We're safe for now. Okay, we go to upkeep. We won't take the resource. This is going to advance, and the Acolyte is going to die. Okay, we remove the left 2 locations from the game. And that is that. We take an encounter card. It is Claws of Steam. Okay, we do need to leave here, but we're at 4. That's okay. 4 to 3. Nice, we pass. Okay, let us finally get out of here. Duke, let's go. We move into the engine car. Here it is. What happens first? Immediately advance? Probably it's this. Okay. So we got to do a test here of 3 agility. Or do I want the 3 combat? There's this winged creature that's coming down. We can either try to dodge or extreme heat endurance. Have 4. Thing is, I could commit this one. So it's basically the same no matter what. Yeah, we don't have much choice here. So the question is, do I want the mental trauma or the physical trauma? It's probably the physical trauma. So we're going to go 3 all, but I'll commit this to go up 1. Okay, that's unfortunate. We do get the physical trauma, so we'll mark that. I'm also going to take a damage or horror. At this point, it's fine to take the horror, so we do that. And now we move on to the last act. There's no clues here immediately advance. Okay, so we've got a victory point here and just 2 clues. We're going, so we are doing the Duke move and investigate. We'll use field work now, and we have 5, 7. That's pretty good. Nice. -3 gets us a clue. That was our first action. We can wait this out a sec. I can pick up something else from the discard pile. Or I can just go again at 5 to 4 with the pocket multi-tool on tap. Honestly, let's just draw some cards. Draw. Draw. Okay. That feels pretty good. Upkeep. Sparrow Mask. 1 out of 3. Is this our last agenda? No, we got another one. There were 5 agendas? Yeah. Okay. If we draw the... That's an Acolyte. So... If we can grab the Where's the Party, which I think is still in this deck. Yeah. We could try to get a victory point enemy out of this, although I don't have a whole lot going on for it. So let's just draw and see if we get there. 1, 2, Dr. Henry Armitage. We could just play him instead. No, let's take Madame Lebranche. This is going to advance. And then play the Sparrow Mask for our last action. Okay. Upkeep. Another Scrounge. This guy is going to die along with all this stuff when we advance the agenda. Okay, the 2 leftmost locations go away. 1, 2, and we're just hoping to draw a victory point enemy. We've got 3 rounds to do so. No. Can't play assets or events. Okay. Well, let's just try to get our clue here. We're going to commit this perception and use Duke and go 5, 7 to 4. And we're done. All right, where was that? Where's the party? Where's the party? There it is. Okay, we got there. Not a lot of victory points here, unfortunately, because they're just enemies here, right? The emergent monstrosities they're just hiding. But we actually didn't hit any ancient evils, so I guess we had some time to screw around at the end. But other than my one little snafu up here to try to remember how many actions I'd taken or that I lost, pretty smooth ride on the train. Other than the one couple of rounds with the enemies, but we didn't have a problem with the clues. Duke is very, very powerful, and the Dark Horse, I think, is a nice addition here. It does require a little bit of extra thinking about what to do, but pretty good. Let's go ahead and go to our resolution, which is resolution 1. I did like how I'd never drew an auto fail until this scenario, and then we got hit by it a couple times, but it was honestly okay. Okay, so we didn't get defeated, which is nice. We don't lose all of our story assets, and we just get the 2 XP. We just get the 2 XP. Unfortunately, this is where I wanted to get a charisma. It's going to have to wait. We might upgrade this guy a little bit more. It's been very good. We could do other stuff like at a crossroads. The attack or evasion seems kind of sick too. We have 7 in here, so we can only put in 2 more. Could be the attack. I'll think about it, but thanks for watching. Nice little campaign here through for Dunwich. There's some nice pressure points, but it does feel very doable. Oh yeah, I didn't draw Beyond the Veil here. Isn't Beyond the Veil in this one? It's not. Okay, I was afraid of Beyond the Veil for no reason. Okay, great. See you next time.